smoke when we all celebrate success. So now we
Hey guys, here we are, end week 9. Last week I uploaded a video saying it was end week 7. That was actually end week 8, so I apologize for that. But things are starting to really come together now. You'll see most of the scaffolding is gone. This outside stuff is here so that the guys can plaster on the outside and put the creosote on the exposed roof beams. But let's go inside and see how things are looking. First step, you'll see that everything here is now plastered. The stairs are in now. You'll see that we decided to close this up. Over here we're still going to have the basin and everything as normal. There's a light up there, and here's the space I was talking about behind the stairs. We've got a metal frame and cement beams, or basically lintels, to make up the stairs. So there's still some space. We can put a nice, decentish work surface, perhaps a smallish bar fridge, or probably just some cupboard space. Single garage slash workshop. Also, plaster's busy drying. This looks like they're still busy here. They've made a plan here for another basin and a sink. Main DB board's sort of covered up now. Let's go upstairs. And it's nice for a change not to have to use a ladder for this. You see the guys are busy plastering. I was really surprised to see how much work has actually been done by end week 9. I believe that from Monday next week the roof and everything is going to go on. So here we are in the dining room slash kitchen area. It's coming along really nicely. Bathroom, bedroom. So the guys have a nice view of the complex next door. Very busy main roads on the intersection here outside, so lots of traffic all the time. See, this is the creosoted exposed beams. We've probably done this. I don't think we're going to have a ceiling outside, so it's probably going to be exposed, just the metal roof up and over. Let's go have a look at one of the other rooms. Well, the only other room really. Let's go have a look. Makes a huge difference to see this thing plastered, I must say. Okay, so confirmation, this is a walk-in cupboard. A nice window, a different view obviously of the garden area. Everything's dead at the moment. You'll see it's overcast today, but it's just not raining. So South Africa is currently in the middle of a massive drought. It's been a serious problem throughout the whole of winter. Started in autumn, just never got the rains we're used to having. So my garden is massive water restricted, so my garden grass is all dying, except for that stuff. That stuff is green all year round. I don't know where it gets its water from, but the rest of the stuff. The garden is coming alive again though. But yeah. And then here we go. Spare bathroom. Now, between you and me, this would probably be my main bedroom. We're going to have a Juliet balcony here. Now the other bedroom is marked as the main bedroom, but that doesn't have a walk-in cupboard. So why you would put a walk-in cupboard for the spare bedroom, I don't know, but I will chat to the wife and find out what the thinking was there. But it is nice to have that kind of cupboard space. But yeah, this one being with the bigger balcony that leads into the dining room area is kind of earmarked as the master bedroom. So heading on back downstairs again. I haven't let the dogs in this time around. Normally the dogs are running around all over the place. But the bills are leaving lots of chicken bones and lamb and pork chop bones all over the place. So It's not really good for the dogs to be eating at this point. But yeah, this will ultimately be Kirschwasser's home at some stage. Hopefully we should be finished by the end of next month. So now that we can see roughly the finished product here, I mean, there's plenty of cupboard space up against this wall, massive opportunity in that corner, and then this whole surface here. And I like the idea of having a work surface sort of just below this window. Get some natural light in here, be able to work. The one downside is, you see my original plan with the 6 strip light, that's not happening. We've got 3 sets of electrical outlets for these lights. So any new lights I want to add are going to be run with exposed wiring. Not the end of the world, it's not how I would have done it. I would have liked to have chased and put another box in there. We can still do that later if we need. Let's get the car in here and see how things are going. But yeah, portable lamps, and there's a whole bunch of other options. We can make a plan. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I am actually glad that we decided to close this off, just because it increases the amount of wall space for shelving. I mean, I can run some racking all along here from there to there, floor to ceiling. So that's also a win. Now the garage doors are probably going to be automated electric ones. It'll be one huge door here. So this door will probably have a motor that lines up with this electrical outlet. So that'll come up and back. Now I have seen quite a few guys actually, when the doors are closed, they've put sort of a big exposed shelf along the top here. Now that's nice if you're going to store stuff that you're not going to use that often. Maximizes the space, because otherwise this is just empty here. So I want to see how much space we have in this garage and in the one over here once the doors are installed, and how much space we have to work with. I like the idea. I may not use it, but it just seems like a waste opportunity if I don't. But yeah, that's pretty much where we are, guys. Same story as always with the car. It's not being touched probably till, not this weekend, but probably the next one. There are 1 or 2 extra items I want to take through to get the panel beater to spray the same color red, but that's a surprise. It may not happen. He's currently in Mauritius getting his, he's doing a boating tourism, like a chartered marina type business. He's busy getting that set up. And also trying to negotiate the selling of his current business here in South Africa. So it is what it is. I'm not going to hassle the guy. I mean, he's doing all the corrections for free. So yeah, I'll get the car back when I get the car back. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this progress so far. Ironically, I've had some interest in people renting the upstairs area, which is not something we really planned on. I didn't think it would be that desirable, should I say, for people not living in the current house. The real reason for this is twofold. So I mentioned that my wife runs a vet practice. So her partner's going to move in here for a couple of months while he's moving from Pretoria, probably to the Fourways or Lone Hill area. And then I have a lot of family overseas, guys, New Zealand, Australia. If any of them come over, or even just the guys from Durban, they've got a place to stay, no questions asked. Obviously, if it's not currently occupied. So now I'm going to show you some of the other things that are happening. Oh, before we leave the garage, you'll see there's no balustrades up yet. So let me show you what's going on here. My garden looks a bit like a construction storeroom at the moment, so please forgive me. Normally in summer when we've had proper rains it doesn't look like this. So here, this is the balustrade for the Juliet balcony. It's all constructed here, welded together, painted, the whole thing was done here. That's ready to go on next week. once the plaster's dried anyway. And then we've got here, this is the main balustrade for the main balcony. You probably won't get a full sense of scale here, but this thing is flippin' huge. It is massive. So this guy will run on the face of this balcony here. This is for that side in the corner. You'll see we've done a sort of a half wall here. I don't know where the... ah, there it is. Here, let me show you. There it is. So this guy will fit alongside this wall. So that's the complete set. We're going to paint it grey to match the rest of the house, and I'll just show you. We've got the whole theme following on. I've said it before, but this is going to be basically a mini extension of the main house. So you'll see the main house has a tin roof, painted battleship grey, same with the balustrades. And you'll see that little motif, this little pattern over here, follows through over there. And that's just to kind of tie the two places together. Hey Jess, what's up, guy? So yeah, that's the updates that I have for you. I'm pretty impressed. I must be honest. I keep saying this, but these guys really, as a team, they work brilliantly. They all just have their own jobs to do, and they all just get on with it. There's no unnecessary delays. There's no, sort of just sitting around waiting for something to happen. These guys pull in early in the morning, about 7, and they just grind till about 6. And then a not so interesting update, but it's an update all the same. Remember, we dug that huge trench and I had these breather pipes sticking out, so these guys have sort of bricked this off just so that we don't have these exposed pipes sticking out the ground. Not ideal, obviously, but if roots and stuff clog up the pipes, we need to be able to get in there and clean them out. So here's one. There's my ground dickups. These guys are currently breeding in the garden, so they don't want me anywhere near their I'm not sure where their nest is. I think it's there in the somewhere here in the shrubbery here at the bottom. But these guys, they come back every single year. They'll raise about 3 or 4 sets of babies, and in winter they kind of slow down. The babies will disappear by the end of summer, and I'll be left with the adults again. Some of the babies do hang around, but once they reach a certain size, the parents just run them off. Useless bit of trivia for any nature lovers out there. I wonder if I can get him to do his display. I hear him hissing at me now. Any second now. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So there's Dad trying to tell me to back off. I think these birds have been coming here about 3 years solidly in a row. You'd think they'd be used to me by now. But yeah, as soon as there's a nest and eggs, you can see Mom is kind of moving off slowly, trying to act as if nothing's out of the ordinary. They really are lovely birds, but let's back off and give them their space. But thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I've got quite a bit of email, quite a bit of questions about the car, and I know, I keep saying this, I know the whole point of the channel was about the car, and so far it's been only about the garage. But yeah, as soon as I can get this car back, shoved in its garage over there for the next 6 months, I'm hoping to be... the plan was to have this car running on the road by the end of the year, or before the end of the year. I don't think that's going to happen. We're only going to finish here end of October, and I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get the car, you know, wired up, get the engine cleaned up, reinstalled. I probably could if I ground really hard and just pushed, got as much help as I could. But oh, there's the one update. So all the glass windows on the car are badly scratched from previous panel beaters using drills with wire wheels and just scraping the hell out of them. So one of my clients happens to be a glass manufacturer. They probably made the glass for the car originally. So we're busy doing a hardware refresh for them at work, and one of their factory guys is going to take my glass, so it's the two rear quarter windows and the front door windows. The rest of the glass is common everyday stuff. You can get it still quite easily for the modern city Golfs. It all fits. So he's going to try and one of two things. He's going to put them into a laser measuring device to get the dimensions, the angle of the curves and that kind of thing. And then he's going to see if he can put some compound, sort of like a glass powder, chuck them in a furnace, see if he can fill them and then polish it out. We haven't discussed price yet. Let's be honest, it's specialist stuff he's doing for me. But he does a lot of work for BMW, Volkswagen, and that sort of thing, everything in that motor group. So it's, you know, pretty much a guaranteed thing. He can probably get rid of a majority of the scratches. I currently have them in the boot of my Cabrio, so I might take a couple of pictures for my Twitter. So yeah, I'm going to try and get those polished. Trying to import new glass from the UK is just insane at the moment. I think we are, what were we, 1934 to the pound. So yeah, you take whatever the cost of one pane of glass, multiply it by about 20, then you double that for shipping and tax and all the rest of it. It just becomes uneconomical. Unfortunately, I can't get this glass in South Africa anymore. That's why he's going to take a measurement with his laser equipment, so that if they can't fix my stuff, he's going to roll me new stuff. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they can fix it and just, you know, fill the cracks, you know, heat it up in the oven, polish them out, good to go. Because if they have to roll me custom made new glass, I have no idea what that's going to cost. Absolutely no idea. He says it's not a problem, it's quick and easy. I'm sure that's true if you got the right equipment, but yeah, I'm hesitant to say yeah, sure, go ahead without knowing what it's going to cost me. So that would be a big win if he can fix my existing glass. All the sandblasted on serial numbers match, so I would love to put all the same glass back into the car. If I had to buy new glass, I'd replace everything, just to have everything matching. I'm a little bit pedantic like that, but there you go. So yeah, that's the one update for the car. Yes, my garden is absolutely decimated. This will basically be the new driveway all the way up. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm rambling a bit here. If there is any new progress on the vehicle itself, I'll definitely let you guys know. It seems like the guys are making good progress. They started, like I said, plastering from the top down. Once the roof goes on and the ceiling and the lighting and everything, windows, all that goes in, they're going to move downstairs and finish this up. So it seems like we're definitely on track to finish this thing by the end of October. And then yeah, I can pick up the car. I will be in Mauritius the first week of October. So probably the second weekend I'll bring the car home, and hopefully this thing will be ready to accommodate. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully there's not going to be too much major construction still then. I'm hoping it's just going to be finishing touches and that kind of thing. But let's see, we're going to have to play it by ear. If I need to pay the panel beater a month's storage just to keep it till the end of October, till this thing is 100%, then I'll actually just do that. I don't really want builders with wheelbarrows and ladders and plaster and brick and tools and stuff walking around my newly resprayed vehicle, so we'll have to see what happens there. But that's it for now, guys, and there will be an update end week 10 next weekend. I'm going to try and get these out on Saturday if I can, but Sunday seems to be the best time for me. So yeah, Saturday or Sunday, guys, should be another video update. Cheers for now. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching.
If you want to see more and be kept up to date, please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to my channel. With your help, we can get this project complete and move on to the next one. Bye for now.